block shots. You guys blocked 28 in the game last night. Is that a particular emphasis, or is that just in a natural sort of?
It's probably just in the natural sort of thing when you play them. They just fire a lot of pucks from the exterior, and we're going to have to get in front of them. A lot of them are just kind of hoisted in there and wristed in there. We just got to, the ones that we can knock down, we'll knock down. But there's a lot of power play time and extra attacker time in there too. I thought we were really good 5-on-5. So
obviously the power play and big name guys like Mika, Panarin, and Trocheck will get praised for last night's win. But can you talk about throwing good stuff on the pile, like the third line, Lundberg, Cooley, Kakko, and how important they were last night, and just building positive shift after positive shift?
I mentioned that last night when I was asked about it because it's easy to go to those guys. Mika had a really big game, but I was quick to say that I thought our group played a pretty good game, and I think you need that. You're playing a team like Carolina has had so much success this year. I think you need everybody's hands on the rope, and so it's important. And some of the things that get done or they don't get mentioned as much because they didn't have a goal and 3 assists or whatever it might be, doesn't mean it's not important to our team. It's extremely important. So I thought it was a really good team win last night.
Has Mika's level of his entire game gone up in those 5 playoff games, or is it simply just the production has gone up?
Probably a little bit of both, but I think that there's a natural bump up just because it's the playoffs. I think that that's what happens, and then the level of the first round, and you watch the level of the finals, it's even bumped up from there. And so I think he's working to be a difference maker inside the game. I think some of that is on him and what he's trying to accomplish and do out there. I think some of it is based on the circumstance of we're in the second round. We're playing a team that finished third in the league, and they're a great hockey team, and we got to make sure we're ready to play. And I think it bumps it up for everybody.
So what's noticeable for him when his game gets bumped up? Like, what do you say?
I think he's on the attack. His speed's noticeable. His compete on the puck. Just for me, when he's attacking the game, he becomes really dangerous.
Peter, what does it do for the group? Obviously Phil's been out there skating the last couple of weeks, and now Wheeler comes back.
Yeah.
For the guys in the room.
It's great. I mean, it's just you're hoping it's a long road, to get to the end, and that you're going to need a lot of bodies. So to see Blake back out there, even though it was a different color jersey, is I think really important for him, for our team. It's the steps in the process of him getting back to being available whenever that might be.
Just as a second follow for a guy like Philip who has been skating for a couple of few weeks now, how do you manage that in terms of what's the communication level with him about what his status is, and what you may do with him or not do with him, and when, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, we communicate with the players every day, so there's constant conversations between not so much a guy like Blake who's not with us, but once players start returning today, even just bumping into guys today out there that haven't seen the lineup yet, just it's a long road. I can tell you that from experience. It's a deep grind, and you need a lot of bodies, and so we need everybody working hard every day.
It seemed that times yesterday you guys were content, or maybe it was just the only play available, to flip it out, get a change, kind of live the fight another day. Is that a tactic that's needed against this particular team because of the way they play?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one way to do it. I think supporting and trying to make short plays. There's different avenues, but they're an aggressive team on the forecheck. They're an aggressive team in the neutral zone. They're an aggressive team in D-zone coverage. They check and they push forward all the time, and so you're constantly trying to figure out ways on maybe how you can combat that and find ice and find availability, whether it be for a breakout or a neutral zone counter or offensive zone play.
I guess to follow on that, when you're playing a team like them that's probably going to get their shot attempts to an extent, does it change the way you judge things at 5-on-5 a little bit to factor that in?
I mean, there have been for the past 5 years a top team with regard to putting the puck at the net, and we knew that coming in here. Again, from a 5-on-5 standpoint, I thought we did a really good job at generating the chances that we needed to and keeping them from generating the quality chances they might be looking for.